Welcome everybody to another top 10 AliExpress sales video. Thank you for watching God Tier Watches. My name is Koda. If this is your first time, we do top 10s, reviews, and also discussion. So if that's something you're interested in, hit the subscribe button before we go. And yeah, let's get straight into the top 10 list for today. And also keep in mind, there are lots of sale coupons available on AliExpress at the moment, so take advantage of that. And all the watches I'll be talking today will be affiliate, which will help support the channel. Thank you very much. And yeah, let's dive right into it. Now, starting off this list from the cheapest all the way through to the most expensive. Number one, I actually own this watch and wearing it right now. This is the Shimeri dress watch, and I love this thing. The weight of it, the way it looks amazing for the price. I mean, you cannot beat it, especially with the sale price going on at the moment. Even cheaper than what I got it at. It comes in at this very wearable 37mm case diameter for this one. Very, very nice. A 43mm lug to lug as well, and a nice thickness of 9.5mm, which is very nice. Normal bandwidth of 18mm, so you can switch it out with any leather strap because the strap itself is meh. It does the job. If you do have better leather straps, definitely change that out. It's got different textures, so I put in 3 different links for it. There's like a more wave texture dial now, which is like a more recent one that they've released. Or you can get the standard yellow creamish style, which is the one I bought initially. Or you got some birch texture where it's like vertical, almost like that Grand Seiko homage textured dial that you get. So very nice watch. Let's move on to the second watch for today. Now this next watch is from Addies Dive, and for some reason only one of the colors is the cheaper version. One is 76 Australian dollars, the other is 102. Obviously I'm going to go for the one that's cheaper. You get the same watch. This one comes in a white enamel dial, this one here, 39mm case, which is again good for those small to medium sized wrists, so for people like me. It's got an automatic movement with this one, an NH35, and of course this one is definitely got a lot of value packed in there. 316L stainless steel case with a stainless steel case back as well. It's got a nice weight to it as well, 138 grams here. Just standard mineral glass, but it has AR coating and it is a bubble crystal to give it that bit of, what's that word I'm looking for? Addies Dive as a brand is very jam-packed with value here, so you're going to get a lot of stuff in there. You get a nice Jubilee bracelet with it and some nice stainless steel batons with the indices, which gives it that really nice clean look. So there's actually no lume on this watch whatsoever, so that's something to keep in mind. But it's got 100 meters of water resistance. Considering it's a dress watch, that's pretty impressive. But yeah, on to the next one. This next one from Pagani is a GMT I've never seen before. This dial here, I'm not sure if it's actually original or homage, but normally Pagani homages a lot of their watches, so I'm assuming this is a homage, correct me if I'm wrong. Now I like how this watch dial kind of gives it that more retro vibe with that patina look to it, so it's not a white hue. It's almost like a creamy orange color, which is nice. Has a nice orange GMT hand. It's very bright. And it's definitely got handsets obviously inspired by the Rolex. But this one here comes in with a big 200 meters of water resistance. It is an automatic movement, but it isn't your common automatic movement here. These ones run on a movement called a Pearl DG5833A. Yeah, I don't know what that is either, honestly. I think it is a cheaper automatic movement. It does come with a sapphire crystal. Lume on this guy, I don't think it would be crazy good on it, knowing Pagani. At least there's some lume, better than none. 42mm of case diameter, so this one is definitely for those bigger size wrists there, with a 14mm case thickness and a 20mm bandwidth. But this is apparently their second iteration of this watch. So, what do you guys think of it? Now we've got here a lot of cheap watches here, all under that 100 Australian dollars, so around that $50 US price point, which is, you know, good value for money for you guys. This watch is homaging the very popular Longines Spirit Zulu here. It comes in with a Miyota 8215, so we don't really see Miyotas nowadays, so that's really cool to see. You can tell this watch here is very highly polished here. Comes in at 20mm of bandwidth, only 50 meters of water resistance here. A very wearable 39mm case diameter, so small to medium sized wrists are perfect here. And this watch is nice. I really like the classy look to it. And with those 4 different color options of a green, white, gray, and a blue, you're definitely sure to find one that you'll like. sapphire crystal on that guy. And also comes in a very nice sunburst style on all the colors with a onion crown as well. So it gives it that bit of like elegance to it, which I really like. And the lume on this guy, you could probably expect it won't be amazing. I'd say it's quite honestly just on par with what you'd expect with that kind of price level watch. And it also does come with a date wheel at 6 o'clock position. So pretty good value for money for this guy. Now this next watch from Adi's Dive is a banging value watch here. We have the Adi's Dive G&T using the Swiss Ronda 51524H quartz. This is a Grand Seiko homage, obviously. Comes in at a very wearable 36mm. Yes, we love those small sizes. Got AR coating on there, 100 meters of water resistance. And you got like this cream and a beige look to it, which I think is very nice here. Obviously, you got that nice blue hand with the GMT, giving that pop of color. It's got a bit of distortion with its glass as well, because I think it's got that mineral glass there. And as you can expect from Adi's Dive, their lume is crazy value. I don't know how they put so much lume for such a cheap price. They're doing it far better than brands like Pagani and all the other smaller brands out there. Throwing shade to you guys, but Adi's Dive is just good at what they do. We haven't even surpassed $100 yet. This is insane, guys. But let's move on to the next one. Now I know Pagani have done this exact watch in a different style here. This one's a relatively new one that they've come out with. This is the Pagani VH31 Mecha Quartz movement in that one, which ticks 4 times per second. Obviously this is like a diver everyday watch here. 38mm of case, which is really nice here. And it comes in 4 different colors, not like your typical colors, which I like. It's got like this Tiffany blue that's textured with a nice like salmon indices with salmon on the inside of the hands as well, which is nice. You got this nice textured blue with a nice patina yellow, a black textured dial with an orange patina, and you also got a even brown one with an orange patina. So very nice looking colors here. This one includes sapphire crystal as well here, which is very nice. Does come with some C3 green lume on this guy, but I wouldn't expect too much with this. But definitely the star of the show is the watch dial here. You get a lot of bang for your buck for this. This is crazy. This looks like a more updated version of what they've been working on previously. So the watch case itself looks a lot nicer as well. I really like the design of it. I don't know what I like about it more, but I just do. It looks nicer. It definitely has a nicer look to it. We have finally surpassed the $100 mark in this top 10 watch list today. This is the Steel Dive. This is the one I've never seen before, or at least something I missed out on. But this one is your SD 1944. Comes in a huge case, 45mm, which is probably why I missed it. I mean, not by size that I would miss, but rather probably would have scrolled away because it was too big. But this is definitely for you guys who have larger wrists. 200 meters of water resistance, crazy, with an NH35 automatic movement, sapphire crystal. But this watch gives off a very nice like pilot-esque dial with a diver watch style to it, which is very interesting here. Got a huge case thickness of 13.5 with a case lug to lug of 51mm. So this is insane. And the watch with the stainless steel bracelet comes in at a hefty 202 grams. Bro, you're lifting weights at the gym with just your watch alone. That's crazy. Yeah, what do you guys think of this watch? Very nice looking. Just not for me, just because it's too big, but thought I'd show it with you guys. Now, try not to reuse watches I've used previously on my list, but at some point, the watches aren't keeping up with the pace that I'm making these videos, so I have to bring back old ones, but at least they're on a good sale. These ones normally sit around that 160, 170 before sale, or 150 Australian dollars. These ones have now gone down to around that $125 to 140. These ones are on a good sale, so that's why I'm mentioning this one again, and because this is a nice watch. This is the C-Stern 600T with a nice bracelet, very nice diver as well, not to mention, with an NH35. Very good color selection here. Sapphire crystal, 40mm of watch diameter with a 13.5mm thickness. Quite a hefty weight of 175 grams, but you do ensure that 200 meters of water resistance like I was mentioning. Super BGW9 lume on that one, and you get 2 options of the bezel, which is the price difference between them. You get a steel bezel or a ceramic one, and for this guy you get a nice star signed on the actual buckle and on the crown, and on the case back you get a nice wave with a little starfish as well, so pretty nice detail there. And this watch, obviously homage, but the design of it all, very nice looking. So nice for that price as well. By the way, if you've enjoyed this video so far, make sure you hit the subscribe and like the video just to help the algorithm gods for God tier watches, so this can be sent out to more people. And let's move on to the next watch on the list. This next one is from Hordlin. I don't know how to say this. I'm just going with that at this point. But this one comes in with a very nice like retro style case. It's like this squarish rounded off dial, which is really nice. Comes in with like an onion crown here as well. The dial itself comes in 4 different colors of blue, black, white, and a second white color with like a blue outside. But I think the blue one here itself looks very nice. It's like a nice gradient going from black on the outside and blue on the inside, which I'm a sucker for. Comes in this small seconds hand, and it's got this ST1701 movement encased in there. 36mm of case back, so it's definitely a retro style watch on the small side for wrist size. Hordlin as a brand though, they have become a very nice brand. They're very good value for money again. And a nice case thickness of 10.7, not too thick either. And yeah, this watch looks very nice. It only comes in at a weight of 59.5 grams, which is very light. But yeah, this watch is something that you don't see every day, so I thought I'd mention something like this because I've never seen it before, so I thought I'd document it and share that with you guys. Segueing from the seagull movement that they use from Holland, now we're going to Seagull's one. You got a displayed flywheel at the 6 o'clock position. This watch is crazy looking. This is very nice, very elegant dressy style watch here from Seagull. Yeah, they come in different dial types and also different handsets as well, so completely different watches here. Nonetheless, a dressy piece with this one. A case thickness of 13mm here, with a big dial diameter of 42, which isn't your typical dress watch size because it's quite big for a dress watch. A bandwidth of 20mm, so it's definitely leaning towards a bigger size there. Comes in this ST2502 movement, but the case back on this watch is gorgeous, as you can tell. And yeah, this comes with a flywheel on the 6 o'clock position, like I was mentioning. Very nicely detailed. And depending on which one you get, they come with different date wheels as well. They got a point week calendar. They also got a day calendar as well, so it tells you what day of the week it is. Lots of stuff written on it, so it does look a bit busy. But Seagull always makes such a beautiful movement. I don't know how they do it, but it looks amazing with a 45-hour power reserve within that movement. This may not be everyone's taste in dress watches, especially with the size, but nonetheless a very nice dressy watch with different multi-functions of the date wheel and a hectic looking watch. But let's move on to the last 2 watches for today. We have reached one of the more expensive watches for today. This is the Sugis watch now. Kind of following this chronograph style theme we're going here. Comes in 3 different colors. You get a black dial with a brown leather strap here. You got a blue sunburst dial with a blue leather strap. And you also got a blue with a bronze looking finish on the case on this one. Sugis is another one of those brands that's got very nice specifications and very nice finishing for the price point as well. Here you got the ST1901 movement, which is beautiful, which you can see the case back because it is a transparent case back. So, wow, so nice. Sapphire crystal, a 42mm case diameter, so on the bigger side here with 11.5mm thickness. Only 89 grams at this weight, so very nice and light. But what's not to love about this dial here? It's very nice and gorgeous sunburst dial, so makes a really nice light play on that one. And with the bezel here, it's a bi-directional because it is a chronograph. Pretty decent loom, nice crisp and clean from Sugis. I'm not sure how long it lasts, but Sugis is pretty good with their loom, so I wouldn't say it's terrible. But this watch has the elegance, the class, and also a very nice case back. So let's move on to the final watch for today. Can you guess what the brand is? If you said San Martin, you would be correct because San Martin is always down to do some sales on AliExpress here. This is the one I've been eyeing on for so long. I'm not sure if this sale period is going to be the day where I buy this, but this is a watch I've been eyeing on. It's like a root beer color. It's like a black brown. This is the SN0116. Pretty much the perfect watch in my eyes from a San Martin perspective. I believe this is an original design. It comes in with one of my favorite bracelets, a beads of rice bracelet. There's something about it I just love, like the polishing, the elegance to it, the way they're all kind of like stacked and layered against each other. It gives a nice light play. Makes the bracelet itself very interesting, and not to mention the dial itself is very nice. Gold on the outside and the indices itself, and of course from Sam Martin, you're looking at one of the best finishing watches, full stop, on AliExpress. Crazy value packed NH34 GMT. You got that red GMT hand with a nice date wheel and the 6 o'clock position here. Sapphire crystal, 100 meters of water resistance, a double dome sapphire crystal even. And this one uses the BGW X1, which is even brighter than the BGW 9. Very nice and crisp and clear. But this watch is so beautiful, guys. I cannot express how much I love this. So potentially doing a review for that one. But yeah, it looks amazing. The fine detail in this guy on Sam Martin. I'll show some close-up photos, but it's insane that they're literally proving that they're making the best quality watch by having some very nice ultra close-ups. But what do you guys think of the list for today? That's a wrap for the top 12 AliExpress watches here on sale today that I wanted to showcase to you guys. Hope you guys found something that you'd like to pick up during the sale. I've linked all of the watches down in the description just to help out with the channel. They are affiliates, so thank you so much in advance. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. My name is Koda. Thank you for watching God Tier Watches, and I'll see you guys next time. And if you haven't heard from my last video, I am making a watch video where I'm building another watch, so stay tuned for that. I know a lot of you guys tuned in for that. Got 100,000 views on that, which is crazy. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Peace.